school, and I saw this quote by Walt Whitman. It was painted on the wall there. It said, "Be curious, not judgmental."
Great moments are born from great opportunity. And that's what you have here tonight, boys. That's what you earned here tonight.
Beyond the Bench with Brad Payne and Matt Briggins right here on 102.7 The Game.
Tonight, we skate with them. Tonight, we stay with them. And we shut them down because we can. Tonight, we are the greatest hockey team in the world.
It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the two stars of the show. Got Brad Payne on my left, Matt Briggins on my right. And guys, how was the, I got to ask because just got to put this out there.
Yeah.
I saw a post from your wife that said, like,
I got 1,000 texts on
AAU
this.
tournaments, they are crazy. And my first thought was, Brad got tossed again. Were you involved again getting thrown out?
No, wasn't even there. I've had a long weekend of work, about every month and a half, 2 months. I have to go up to Louisville and stay Friday and most of the day on Saturday. It was one of those weekends, so didn't make it. Thank God I didn't, because after Natalie told me what had occurred,
You'd have been thrown out again.
I probably wouldn't have made it.
That's the first thing that went through my mind when I saw that post. I was like, dude, Brad got tossed again. Or he's in a fight, or maybe there's going to be video coming out of the star Beyond the Bench.
Some of my
in a fight.
2-minute warning today is going to have to do with why AAU and it's mostly the parents are acting silly.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. And Matt Briggins, how are you doing? How's
good.
your weekend?
Busy.
Were you caught out down the flood down there at the convention center, evidently?
No, well, so Friday we had home volleyball. Saturday morning, we went and played volleyball in Greenwood for 2 games, and I left there, went to the convention center to watch AAU basketball, and then I just came from there. So it's been a pretty busy weekend.
There you go. There you go. Busy weekend for you guys, and it's a busy week around the – I know you talked a little bit with us about Pruitt on Live at 5 on Wednesday, but since, you guys talked the Patterson hire where Coach Briggins guaranteed that he would never lose to Logan Patterson last week on Beyond the Bench.
I didn't say Logan Patterson.
Yeah.
No, I didn't say Logan Patterson. You're misquoting me, Vic.
Well, if Logan is coaching Muhlenberg.
I said Muhlenberg.
Okay, so as long as he's coaching
here
Muhlenberg.
in the near future.
Okay, there you go. All right, that's what I said.
Well, who's coaching Muhlenberg?
Logan Patterson. There you go. Right.
Maybe. I don't know.
So
I don't know. But that's the papers.
Yeah, but since that time, Hancock hires Tanner Pruitt.
Great hire.
I think it was a great hire. I think it's a great hire.
Great
for him.
hire. The only thing, Tanner's a great dude, man. He really is, and he coached some of my kids in AU. I just hope that a lot of the negativity that surrounded Bradley did not rub off on Tanner.
It won't.
Tanner's a different dude.
He's too strong of a person.
I hope he learned, saw the mistakes that you made.
You can learn by watching people fail.
Yes.
There you go.
I mean, I've said that a lot. I've been around a lot of failures in my life, and I've learned don't be like them.
There you go. You can
teach just as much.
As Yogi said, you can learn
As
a lot
loser.
by watching.
Damn right.
You can't do that. Then also, we were talking about where Brad Payne was talking about, he was going to go coach with Lynham. And now there's a change at McLean County. Last week on Beyond the Bench.
Yeah.
He gets canned. God.
I don't know if it's a mutual parting of ways. But
he got canned.
The job is open at McLean.
I think they heard Bradley maybe coming down there, and they just couldn't handle both of them.
Is that what it was?
I do know that Lionel and Bradley's tight, and they may end up somewhere together. I can see.
We've been talking quite a bit.
I've heard, this is the rumor.
Have you guys jumped on the trampoline together?
Golly, I bet he's wore that thing.
Well, they say there's a hole in it right now.
I was getting ready to say.
Speculation out there. When I was at the convention center, a lot of the talk was that been a change. Possibly there's a high school in the region where Lionel may be the head coach and Bradley may be his associate head coach.
Whoa! Wow, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's only 3 jobs open in the region. So right now you've got, I think there's 3 total open. You've got Brett County,
Breck's open.
McLean,
Oh,
and Owensboro's still
I was
open.
going to say I only knew of 2
Listen,
because of Edmondson filled
I'm
theirs.
gonna tell you, Lionel can coach.
No, there's no doubt.
Dang
I
right.
mean, I was thoroughly shocked when I heard that. I like Darren. You know, I really do. I think he's a great coach, and I always enjoy talking to him.
It's what we've said before. I think everybody at a small school, especially, this happens, is they try to keep you from coaching 2 of the major sports that run into each other.
Yeah, I think you can get some fatigue as far as
just makes
players to coaches.
Period. When you're sharing so many athletes like they do, and he does an excellent job at both of them.
Yes.
It's just, it doesn't matter who it is, and it doesn't matter what type of characteristics or your coaching style or whatever it is. There is a fatigue because you're getting that coach back to back. And so it makes it difficult, and especially at a small school like McLean where, probably 50% or even more play both of those major sports.
Well, I hope, for us, here at 102.7, I hope he stays on as the baseball coach. I know, when we've had him on media days and he's talked, if you had to choose one, which one would it be? And it was always basketball. But the guy can coach baseball too. I mean, he is a great baseball coach. He's taken McLean the last few years to levels they've never been. And so we'll see what happens with that. I know he's going to finish the year as the baseball coach. We'll see if he looks for another basketball job or if he's just happy coaching.
We got a little breaking
baseball.
news.
Oh, we do have some breaking news.
Yeah,
All right, we'll break some news here.
Yeah, Kyle Pierce, AD at Evanston County, just texted and said possibly a super regional vote tomorrow.
Whoa!
Tomorrow meeting Monday, if
This
y'all
is-
are hearing
this
this,
is
if you're not
Sunday.
listening live,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
so the vote would be happening before this comes
we
on.
would go on. So, we'll be old news again.
Yeah, that's the way it happens sometimes.
Maybe y'all could break it
We
on
can.
Live
Yeah.
at 5 because it'll be done by then for sure.
Now, the big question is it a true super regional or is it a vote on the
Maybe that's what they're
Edmondson
doing.
County proposal
Well,
that they had the 12-team super regional?
My guess is, and Coach Pierce, if you want to text back in,
If you want to
and tell me
call
if I'm-
in, we'll take it.
yeah, if I'm wrong on this, my guess is there's no way they're going to vote for a super regional right now, yes or no. They're going to vote on how it's structured first, and then say this is what we agree upon on the structure of it. Now let's vote for the next time that we meet. Let's vote for the super regional so they can take it back to their constituents.
Any idea when that could start off the top of your head? I mean, I don't know. There's contractual obligations with the Sports Center and 8
I don't think it
games.
can start this upcoming year.
You don't think so?
Maybe it could. I mean, I'm for
It depends on
What you have with the Sports Center.
the Sports Center and the seating part of it, on how you were going to do that, because schedules are made.
Well, how's the Sports Center going to function without Darren Lynham down there?
Hey, you know what?
Here's the thing.
Somebody has said, was it me and you that were talking about that stuff matters because McLean owns about half that gym during the regular season.
They do.
People are concerned. Coaches,
I got 2 games,
and
there.
they should be, because there's a lot of regional coaches. Davis took advantage of it.
I've said this all along that this was a plot by the 12th district to get Lynham out, because he is the staunchest opponent of playing the regional tournament. All games in the Sports Center.
Yeah.
I think the 12th got together and were like, hey, let's
Get him out.
Let's
Get him out.
do the
Get him
old
out.
mafia and give McLean something they can't refuse to
Yeah.
get rid of,
Yeah.
because they want the Sports
Yeah.
Center moved. This is the 12th district getting Lynham out.
How about my shirt, guys?
I love that shirt, App State.
Yes.
I wonder where you got that from.
Just delivered.
Just delivered.
Just delivered.
Is
Yesterday.
that part of the NIL deal? Did you have input in the NIL deal that you get free merch too?
I didn't have any input on anything besides telling Jay, that sounds very good. I really like that idea. And maybe he can start paying for the oatmeal pies that he purges at my house.
I was going to say, if you
constantly.
just off food alone.
There's no telling what the kid is
Here's
eating
my question.
in
What
10
kind
years.
of NIL deal would he have to sign to pay you back?
There's nothing. He'll never be able to go to a P4 and pay me back. There is no way. Whatever he makes will not be enough.
There you go.
But I'm not expecting it. So this is the kind of stuff that I'll trade off.
Can you?
They're at Senior All Stars practice today today being Sunday again.
And the Junior All-Star is supposed to be announced today,
Tomorrow.
Monday. Monday.
Yeah, so that there's an announcement. I saw some things floating around about the Junior
Yeah, who was
All-Stars.
on there and who wasn't.
Some coaches were posting about it, but supposedly it was the list wasn't accurate or the right list hadn't came out yet, or so they're gonna send it out tomorrow. KBC came out and announced that.
Can I also say that once again the Junior All-Stars is irrelevant because you don't have Michael Acton even on the on the.
Yeah, and if he's not on there, it's a joke.
It's irrelevant.
Well, same thing with Jay last year.
Yeah.
Like I don't. We meaning like coaches and fans alike, and the people that are diehard basketball fans want this thing to be legitimate, from junior to senior all-stars. Yet then we gripe and moan and groan when Indiana kicks our ass. It's just we don't run it right. We used to have tryouts, and the tryouts were kind of bull. They were kind of shady anyway.
Show trials anyway.
They were. Most of them had them picked out anyway. But there's got to be a better way. There has to be a better way if we truly care about it. If we don't, let's just ditch it. I don't care.
Well, yeah, as we talked
Yeah.
about it too.
Let's calm down.
As we've talked about it too, they need to get some young blood in there of content creators. And if you're going to do this, let's do it
some
correct.
vloggers and stuff. Yeah, what people really want to see. And I'm not trying to be an old head.
Let your buddy Kyle know if he wants to call in. We'll take him 270-903-0389, and we'll see what they're voting on.
I mean, you did that number so fast.
Yeah,
270. It's the Green River Area Federal Credit Union hotline. You should know this.
It's the one that blows up every time you talk about women.
270-903-0389.
Yeah, there it is. Coach Pierce,
what is it?
270-903-0389. 0389. It's the hotline.
I know.
We're live.
I got that.
That's the way it
We
works
were.
sometimes. But I've got to ask also, so you guys had talked about, I think I asked you this. I don't think it was on Beyond the Bench. This may have been when you're on Live at 5, or maybe it was on Beyond the Bench. It kind of runs together sometimes. That how many other jobs would be open between that point and the end of the year? You said one.
Yeah.
But this wasn't the job that you thought maybe could be coming open. Are there any more jobs that between now and the end of the year? How many jobs come open?
That's a great question. When we were talking about that, I said one more would. I still think one more will.
Okay. I'm going to say two. How about you?
I know where you're headed with it, but
yeah, I know. I'm going to say two. I'm going to say two. How about you?
Where's he headed with it at?
yeah, we'll have to go off air.
yeah, that's a rumor mill.
Yeah.
I'm going to say there's two more jobs in the third region on the boys and girls side come open
Combined?
between
Yeah,
now
it's got
and
boys and girls.
and now and we get to the summertime.
And so,
One, possibly two.
yeah, that's where. But every year we go into the off season and we think, things will pretty much stay the same, and then they don't.
It's like the NFL. Like you can kind of see one or two jobs open, then there'll always be one or two jobs that on Black Monday of the NFL that you didn't expect to come open,
and that domino affects into more.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
It's been for an off season that I thought would have been very calm. It's been kind of wild. I mean,
it's really wild in the 10th right now.
it is. I mean, you're
the old man of the job of the
think about
10th
this.
now.
Think about the only thing calm and sustained in that district is Matt Briggs. I mean,
It's a good.
I've been coaching for 24 years.
what a volatile district if
it's-
that's the case.
It's a good thing he has like pictures of Decker. That's what it is.
I mean, listen, look, I'm just sitting back. We're doing our thing, and, I'm just watching everything play out.
You got to like what's going on. All the chaos and fighting with the civil war of going on inside the district is what's great.
Here's the reality. And
Stealing each other's coaches, wanting them back.
None of them are. Yeah, I mean,
you're going to think I'm crazy when I say this, and I know you are, but
I already do.
I want, when they're not playing us, I want McLean and Muhlenberg to do well.
Mm-hmm. Really?
I really do. I root
you
for
want the
10th
10th
district.
to be thought of like the 9th district.
No, I mean, they don't need to be thought of. They in basketball, there's not really much difference between either one. Y'all have one
Not
more
really
team
that
than we
much.
do.
Yeah, there's not much difference.
Not in the last 15, 20 years, no. Not.
I love those 9.
I don't know.
But
I'm not in the ninth anymore, so I don't care.
Now, here's my.
It's all those Darren Lionel.
I'm gonna get it
You've
out.
been around Darren Lionel.
I'm gonna get it
weekend?
out. I'm gonna get it.
We are
One of them's gonna slip.
We are gonna have Logan. I think we got Tanner Pruitt on Mondays live at 5.
Okay.
And then we're gonna have Logan Patterson on Thursdays.
So by the time we air, we'll Coach Pruitt will.
he
have
would have
already
been on live at 5.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna start the show Monday.
I've talked to him. Of course, this will already be talked about, but staff is starting to come together. They had a little meet and greet last week, but I'm not going to steal any more of the thunder.
Okay. And I mean, any rumors on the Owensboro job? You guys have any insight on who may get this thing?
I've heard they're interviewing.
Todd does such a good job. It makes me so mad.
10 coaches is what I'm hearing.
10 coaches?
That's just what I heard. There was a lot of applicants, and then maybe half of that.
So if you're down to like 10, you're probably having more than one interview. You're probably interviewing everybody, then cutting that down to 3 or 4 or 5.
I wondered if they even interviewed everybody. My guess is no.
Okay.
On that, my guess is they took about half of what they got and started them. Roll these second ones around this week. You'll hear something end of the week, beginning of.
I think
the next
coaching
maybe.
turnover is just going to continue to increase.
Well,
I mean, really do.
Until it changes and coaches get paid more. Like, it's become a year-round job in your stipend, as we've talked about. I mean, you're getting pennies on the hour.
It is.
So it's a young man's game now. And when you start to get a family and kids, it's kind of really hard to look at your significant other and your kids and be like, hey, I know you have AAU this and you're doing this and you're doing this, but I got to go coach here so I can make, 22 cents an hour.
And your administrations, and this isn't always exclusive to what I'm about to say, but your administrations and your ADs that are athletic minded or have been coaches are just, they're so much better ran.
Oh, I agree with that.
And that doesn't mean that you can't run your own school if you haven't played or anything like that, or if you're a principal and you haven't played athletics or don't care for athletics, that you're not a good principal. It's just so much easier on a head coach. It's so much easier on us when there's someone that is our immediate supervisor that knows exactly what we're going through.
I'm telling you, if there's a band director as a principal in a school, no.
Guys, we had a band director as superintendent here, DCPS, and there was about $2 million out there. I forget his name. It's not, but three superintendents ago.
Okay.
We had about $2 million laying out there, and we built a huge, huge band room.
I mean, band needs love too.
Hey,
Wholeheartedly agree.
Listen, I
don't know about $2 million.
I will tell you this about
There's
the
no
band.
older building at Davis County High School than the gym.
Right.
I will say this about the band. And one of my good friends.
Nobody puts in more
is
hours.
the band director of Ohio County.
Nobody.
They work
nonstop.
extremely hard. And the band director.
This wasn't about a band.
It was a joke. It was a joke. So don't take us seriously on
This
everything.
wasn't about me saying anything bad about the band.
You hate musical instruments.
I don't like them as much as I like sports, regular sports. If that's a sport, I don't even know. If
I'll say this, and I didn't.
They compete.
I didn't
Do you
realize.
believe cheerleading's a sport?
Nope. No, but
Totally disagree with
I
you.
tell you what, Rochelle Johnson's not going to talk to you anymore at Davis County. That's all I know.
Don't mean that they're not athletic. It's a.
It's not loud in the building anymore, so it doesn't really matter.
That's true.
I was just there.
He had to get
The back of my last diet Pepsi.
he had to get a written permission to go to the banquet.
That's what I heard. How did that go?
It was good. It was really good.
Did you give a talk?
No, I didn't give a talk. I was recognized. I mean,
As a coach?
For years of service.
I'm not saying it was behind closed doors, so I'm not saying what happens at banquet stays at banquet.
I'll say this. Good friend of Live at 5, Selena Patterson, you hosted with her on Wednesday. Her daughter is in the band.
Oh, goodness.
And there are times, and then they compete a lot.
competition.
And
Yeah,
here
competition.
here
They'll
you hate
leave
the
at like
band.
4 in the
Yeah.
morning and won't get back home until like 2
they
in the
work
morning.
hard.
It's an all-day thing.
This is unreal.
Why are you
I wish I
against
hadn't
the
said
band?
anything.
Why are you against the band? They work extremely hard. They compete. I don't understand it.
Those
Bradley.
guys go
Explain.
from Friday to Sunday. We'll see them out there on a Friday. We've gone to a basketball game. They've already been out there at like 4:00. We've come back from our game and they're still working. They're still working out there.
Well, guys, I do think we can go to the hotline here. I'm assuming this is going to be Kyle Pierce
God,
on
I
the
hope it is.
hotline. Yeah, do we
Maybe a
have you,
band
Mr.
director.
Pierce?
Is this the West Side Story?
It is the West Side Story. Yeah, that 100%. Brad's just throwing band people under the bus,
I'm
man.
absolutely not.
It's a shame.
Hey, do you talk to your band director much?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Patrick Swayze.
I'll hang up on you. So that's the power we have here. You start lying, I'll hang up on your ass.
We talk. They do all of our concessions, so we have to talk.
Oh,
there
so
you
there
go.
it is. You use them. Got it.
There
All
you
right,
go.
let's go into the
let's get
important
right
stuff.
into the. I got two things. I don't know if you heard this part of it. I have this whole conspiracy theory because I've hung out with these guys too much that it was the 12th district that got McLean County to change coaches because you get rid of the fiercest opponent of the Sports Center for the third region tournament. Can you dispel that rumor?
I cannot. I'm not going to comment on that. That'd be good to look in. I know Matt likes the conspiracy theories, and I'm the same way. So that'd be.
Well, hang around for segment 2 because we're going to talk about the moon.
We are going to talk about it's not the moon, going
Artemis,
around the
you
moon.
don't even
Artemis.
know. He doesn't
That's
know.
part of our Canty Dairy Queen list. But you were
We're not
breaking.
talking about the moon.
You were breaking news to us that there is going to be a vote coming up for a super regional. We were talking about, is this a vote kind of get either to change going into next year, or is this a vote on the type of super regional we want, or
Like
could
the
it be
structure of it?
or could it be both?
It's all the same. I mean, we talked to some guys over at Sports Center and had them meet together to kind of look at their financial part and see what they can still offer. And they shot us back some financials, so I sent that out to our AD group. So we're supposed to meet tomorrow, and it may come up in terms of if there's enough people that want to vote for that, then we'll see what happens.
So,
but again, either way.
So have we already? We meaning the UADs, have we already decided how the structure is going to work, and now we're getting to the financial part of it, or is this all encompassing? Like you're starting from the ground up, essentially.
Well, I mean, we've kind of had the format in terms of making it 12 teams. I know that's already been discussed a little bit, I think, on this show, but I mean, in reality, every team is still in it because you're getting that second game in your district tournament. So it's really, I mean, really and truly, it's all 15 teams are in it. Even if you lose that first round, you're getting another game. It's just
right.
Your super regional start for those teams if you lost the first round of your district. So everybody's still in.
More of a play-in, almost.
Yep. How many chances can you get? If you lost twice in the district, are you still in the regional? No. Well, this will be if you lose in your district tournament, you lose again in your district tournament, then you're eliminated. But it would be a 12-team format, and that's kind of what we've looked at. And in terms of the financial piece, I know that was kind of important to some people to know, to have all the facts. And like I said, just try to get the Sports Center people to come back, and they did. We've had pretty much, I think, for the most part, I think we got the financial part that we needed, at least to understand what they would be willing to do. And I think really and truly we'll have to decide whether as a region we're going to go forward with this. And then after that, there's two different scenarios that the Sports Center laid out for us. Then we'd have to decide on, what scenario would look best for us financially.
So how close, I mean, you kind of got the pulse of the ADs. It's pretty close what I've kind of gathered on whether everybody be, the majority be for it or against it. How do you feel about that?
I think it's I would think it's close. I don't know. I've not really talked to many people in the last week or so. I'm not trying to, I guess, politic for it. It is what it is. This is just an opportunity for our region to maybe do something that's a little bit different. I think coming down the road, I think the Case Play will really try to look at super regionals across the board to get the best teams to Lexington, because again, this really protects the teams that might lose a first round game but could also win the region. And again, the 9th district is one of those districts where anything can happen. I mean, you could take a top team in the district, they can get beat by the 4th seed. I mean, it can happen.
Yeah.
So that, I think, can protect some of the better teams, and also just kind of, like I said, it prolongs it, just like the college football playoff went from 2 teams to 4 teams. Now it's to 8, now 12, and they're going to expand again.
Yeah.
It just allows more schools to stay in it for longer, and when you get that, I think the fan base really likes that too.
So time frame, are we talking about as early as next year's basketball season, or is that just part of the discussion too?
I think we could do that. When I talked to Lucas and those guys over at Sports Center, I kind of aim for that. Like if this was to be in place for next year, would y'all be willing to do that? And I think they are. Again, I think that would be up to our region to vote for that, if we want to go ahead and put it in place for next year. And there's been some talk about, other sports maybe being able to do super regionals. I know it'd be a little bit more difficult for like baseball and softball, maybe, or baseball really for the pitching part. And again, it's just more games, and how baseball is with pitchers. You gotta have them, and coaches kind of go crazy if there's a rain out or maybe one place kind of a little bit of a drizzle that might cancel a game or two to get their best pitcher back.
That was my next question, was whether that's exclusive to basketball only, or whether the ADs, if you're going to have some people balking that if it wasn't going to happen in all sports, they weren't going to vote for it.
I don't think that's the case. I think volleyball was one of the ones we've kind of talked about would be really easy to do if we want to do it. We've never done it. So, we talked about maybe, kind of pulling the Band-Aid if we were to do it with basketball, because that's going to be probably the most difficult to manage. But in reality, you're talking about one game. You're even if your girls and boys both won the district tournament, you're only talking about hosting one game in the boys and one game in the girls. And it's one team, and you're not hosting, you're not having 4 teams in one night trying to, fans in and out. You're going to deal with one fan group, one fan base, basically. And then, we go to the Final Four and the semifinals and the finals at the Sports Center. So that would be the kind of scenario we're doing.
Well, Mr. Pierce, we appreciate you calling the hotline and giving us some information here. And as always, you're always welcome back on Beyond the Bench. I don't know if you want to come on with these two clowns very often, but thanks so much.
There's only so much they can do to make you look and sound good, Vic. That's just the way it is. But how in the world you juggle? I juggle these two guys. I've heard conspiracy theory stories, and then obviously St. Bradley.
Yes.
I don't know if he took a turn for the worse. I think he used a cuss word there with my 3-year-old on the
I 3 times today.
Listen, we've got a button. Luckily, it goes on the radio the next day, so I can go back and put in some type of sound effect. He's tough to deal with, but we appreciate all your work with what you do the region and down there in the 12th district. Thanks so much.
All right, guys. Thank you.
There you go. Sometimes you just breaking news and you got to reach out and change plans.
Yeah, now, of course, by the time we air, it'll yo.
Yeah,
but
we'll know something.
It's still nice to know how whatever news that you all report got to where it got.
Well, no, that if you're watching on the live stream out there, you got it well before.
At least you know to tune into Live at 5.
You do. I tell you what, before we get to our break, it's now time for the Diamond Lanes 2-minute warning. And this week, it's Bradley Payne on his 2 minute. Are you ready for this?
Well, can I say one thing?
Yes.
No.
I want to say this. It really should probably be an apology to all band members out there and cheerleaders.
Throwing them all under the bus, isn't he?
But anyway, that's just a thought.
So, Brad, I'm going to give the floor to you for your 2-minute warning.
Look at that close up.
Let it eat, Brad.
Okay. So this one's not going to be like unicorns and rainbows today.
Okay.
All right.
Shocking.
And it's probably not even going to be slightly funny because I'm pretty pissed off about it. All right. And what it is you helicopter parents.
Ooh.
All right.
Interesting.
You're running everything. It's not just sports. And I know we talk about sports 90% of the time here, 70% of the time, whatever you want to say, but you're running lives. You're running your kid's life, my life. You're running society, and you're running the world. All right.
I love it.
He's drunk.
And no, these damn helicopter parents are. And maybe they should dive into a liquor store occasionally, actually, and chill the hell out. So, look, let me tell you some reasons why being a helicopter parent sucks, okay? And why you suck as a person, all right? So, listen, I said this wasn't going to be funny, and I mean it, all right? So, all right, I jotted down some things, all right? Everybody ready?
I'm ready.
All right. Creates high anxiety and low self-esteem for the child. If your kid's not able to fail and land on a rock occasionally, they're always landing on this nice, fluffy, soft pillow, then when the time comes where they have to make some decisions, they're going to have no self-esteem.
Yep, they're not equipped for it.
To do this, and they're going to have very high anxiety. And that's going to take them to a doctor that's going to shove 90 pills down their throat, which you don't want to happen. All right. Next thing goes into the decision making. They're going to struggle with just simple decision making. Like they can't even count on their own judgment. They can't be secure in their own judgment because you haven't allowed them to have their own judgment on decision making to know whether that's fail or pass, good or bad. Next thing, damages the child and parents' relationship over time. Now, you may think that you're helping them out, and they may be all smiles while you're helping them, and all it's doing is helping you, and it's helping yourself, your ego.
You to feel good.
Yes, is all you're doing, and you're just damaging the kid in doing it. But over time, it will, because you'll continue to do it when they're grown, and they'll have such like I said, they'll be on 90 different prescriptions, and they'll end up hating you after it was over anyway. Their social skills will be ridiculously bad. Any kid that I have coached, and I don't teach anymore, so I can't say this as a teacher, but any kid that I have coached that has had a helicopter parent has been socially awkward. And we all know what socially awkward is. It's kind of taboo, and we don't say it a lot. We don't, because we think that that's really judging a kid poorly. But I can tell you when a kid has a helicopter parent because they're socially awkward, because they have no negotiating skills or any type of peer-to-peer social skills whatsoever. Because you've made all their decisions for them. And so they're socially awkward. And the last thing is, no one likes you. They talk about you. They talk about how bad your kids are going to be. Like, you're on the island by yourself. You think you're not, but you are. You're on an island by yourself. Nobody will trust you either. Let me say this before I end. I'm not saying throw your kid out the door as a 9-year-old and be like, well, Coach Payne said I was hovering around you too much, so go out in the middle of the road and see if that was a good decision or not. All I'm saying is chill out. Allow failure to happen, all right? Failure at a young age is not bad. No one has ever gone back. You don't hear Steph Curry's and any of your business guys, your Fortune 500 CEOs or anything talk about that. Talk about how many mistakes they made as 9 and 10-year-olds. You hear the mistakes that they made as 30-year-olds or 40-year-olds, something when they actually had brains to do it. Nobody cares what mistakes they make out there on the field or on the court or anything like that, or even in the classroom. But quit making it impossible for people to fail.
You have to be able to fail, because all your life you're going to fail, and it's all how you come back from that failure. And if you don't allow that, then they have no way, no experience of coming back from that.
Right.
I love it. That may be my favorite 2-minute warning we've had so far. I mean, getting in there to
band directors included.
I mean, I think it was pretty solid out there. You know, obviously he's not on the recruiting trail anymore after that comment. No, it was pretty good. Not bad.
Yeah, I certainly won't tell a 6'9" guy that has a
no. I'm not recruiting you because your dad's a helicopter parent.
There you go. Tell you what, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we've got the Canty Dairy Queen list, and it's a good one. It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Before we get to our Canty Dairy Queen list, Brad, tell us about your great partners at Hawkins Abney.
Hawkins Abney PLLC is a full-service architectural firm founded in 2022, providing design services for academic, business, healthcare, hospitality, industrial, and mercantile projects across the state. They're located in Beaver Dam, so give Jeremiah or Kyle a call at 270-363-2235.
I had some people text me, and they asked me if Bradley's got a lot going on in his personal life. Why is he so angry? And I said, I don't know. I said he came in angry. And,
I've almost cussed 3 times.
Well, you've cussed like 4 times.
Is your sainthood getting revoked?
We're gonna have to edit this. Listen, the Pope's got enough going on right now.
Him and Trump got plenty
got enough going on right
he's
now.
He's not worried about
saying
Who's supporting this little confrontation, Trump or the Pope?
Neither. And here's the and I'm not riding the fence on this.
So you're Sweden.
Nope. I'm France. I'm France in this whole deal, right?
No, you didn't drop anything and run.
Yeah.
I mean, you're just neutral.
The Pope needs to stay out of political stuff, and Trump needs, and Trump doesn't need to tell anybody, especially the Pope, not to talk about anything theological.
There you go. I agree.
Period.
Stay in your lane.
Just stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane.
Like, they're both very good at what they do. You just keep doing your job, and everybody keep doing their job.
The one thing we know who won't stay in their lane are these 2 guys, because they got a wide lane. This is like an 8-lane road.
Well, we just know a lot.
There you go. We'll get to the
except for this crap that's going to happen.
We are in. This
is a joke.
This man's wheelhouse right here. This is his Super Bowl.
Yes.
The Canty Dairy Queen list. Don't remember, it's not any Dairy Queen. It's Canty Dairy Queen, New Hartford Road, Ohio County High School, and you're going to give your top 4 reasons why either you believe or you don't believe that Artemis 2 happened. Like they went around the moon.
I don't
and out
even
there.
know why it's up for discussion.
Well, we're going to get there. So we're going to start with Brad, because I have a feeling you're going to go that you think it happened.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, let me preface this. I don't believe the very first one did.
Talking about the one with you talking about
moon landing.
So
you don't believe in the moon landing.
I don't believe.
You think we faked going to the moon 8 times?
No, hold on.
This shenanigans just took place. That's the dumbest thing
I'm going to give you my reason why here in just a second. Okay.
Right.
So the first reason is and I jotted these down. I've taken a look at this, and look, and I knew that we were going to have this conversation at some point. So we have at this point in time in our lives the highest resolution imaging known to man. Now, I'm not just talking about NASA, the government, or anything. I'm talking about there's people in their backyards,
Yes.
that can see things on the moon, around the moon, that we had never seen before in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Correct.
They can see it. They saw this. Mm-hmm. They saw
what?
They saw what was going on. There are individuals.
Saw what on their telescopes?
They
didn't. Nobody saw it. That's the thing.
Listen,
nobody saw Artemis.
Yes.
No, they didn't. No.
Oh, yes.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. That's. Oh my God.
Okay. All right.
That's one.
All right.
That's
all
one.
right.
Go
We're
ahead.
not doing all 4 in a row, are you?
No. So we'll go to your number 4.
Hell, you'll pass out.
Your number. Yeah. We can't let him be that quiet.
He's already drank all of his pink drink.
Your number 4 reason why Artemis didn't happen.
I got 50, so I'm trying to narrow this down.
Narrow down.
So, here's one. I mean, first of all, this is why they're spending all this money and doing this. It could be for, government, military secret projects, or, I don't know, distraction. We don't know, but money is being funneled to NASA for certain reasons beyond me. And first of all, before I say anything else, I'm not a risk taker. I'm not suicidal. So if I come up missing like one of the scientists, you know what happened to me, okay? Either would that happen or Bradley took me out because...
Or your wife.
Or my wife. Or women in general.
Yes.
But anyway, so here's the ordeal. When I drive to... This is one. When I drive to Florida...
Okay,
which is about a 8.5, 9-hour drive.
Okay.
With kids in the back. I'm exhausted. I look like crap.
Mm-hmm.
I look like I just driven 8.5, 9 hours.
Okay.
Well, when these jokers get off Artemis 2, after they're in a size of about this area right here that we're in, this little triangle area is about the size that they're in. For how many days? 10.
Mm-hmm. Okay. 4 of them.
Yeah, 4 of them. 1 woman and 3 men.
That's why he thinks it didn't happen. There's a woman involved.
Well, there's a little bit of that to it. But anyway, they come out clean shaven, smile.
You can shave
prestige,
in the space.
like look great. The toilet screwed up, and they were just fine. And I'm gonna talk about the heat going down from the landing, like going beyond Mach levels that nobody's ever done. And they coming out, thumbs up, walking. Which, if most people go through that type of landing situation or through the Earth's atmosphere, they're not going to be like that. There's doctors and scientists that have said that it's not possible.
All right.
I mean, look at them. They look like they just went to a spa.
So they're too well dressed when they get done.
They look like they just came out of a spa. They look like they just came out of a spa.
All right. Let's get to your number 3 reason why it happened.
So this wasn't just, like the race to the moon the last time. This was a collaboration between like the Canadian Space Agency, the European Space Agency.
You really believe Canada and Europe?
It had SpaceX involved. There were what's his Martin, Lockheed Martin.
Lockheed.
Yeah,
Lockheed. There, right?
Well, you know what I'm talking about. This was a collaboration. Think of how many people in today's world, how many people would have to be exactly on board with the exact same lie and no leaks whatsoever about this being fake.
Well, first of all, Lockheed Martin's not going to say anything because supposedly they're shelling out money to them.
So there's one down. Now think of the other 15,000 people.
You trust Canada? And they screw everything up in Canada.
Okay.
Everything.
Correct.
We're going to talk about Europe?
Including a conspiracy they'd screw up.
There you go.
Well, so that's neither here nor there. So the third one.
All right, let's go to your number 3. Reason it is fake.
Sure, Blank was on stage. He said all that bull crap and it makes any sense. Hold on here.
I knew he'd pass out.
No. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
That's why I should have wrote these down.
You should
I had
have.
a good one. I had,
You should have kept notes.
go to the number 2.
All right, let's go to your number 2, and then we'll go back to him.
I really just drew a blank.
Go with your number 2 reason.
All right. There was continuous monitoring and data all over the place.
Oh, that's okay. I'm gonna go to my number 3. That stirred my thing.
There we go. Go. No, go.
Go. We'll go right to you.
That stirred me. So I'm glad you said that. So
Yeah.
we got all these pictures of them in the Artemis, and not even talking about. I'm not even going into the glitches of green screen errors and like the little ball she had in the shadow. Like you can see the shadow of her hands, but you can't see the shadow of the little ball that's in there. Have you seen that video?
I have not.
Okay, I'm not even going to that aspect. So you get all these people in NASA, right? They have their computers out. They're monitoring everything. Well, can I ask you a question? Why, when they show the pictures of like the mission control that you can see on the computer screens, they never had a video up of them of Artemis?
Okay, I don't know.
And another question. So when it's re-entering Earth, all of a sudden we always saw them in their shuttle, how many miles away, right? Doing thumbs up. But as they get closer to Earth, even when they get through the Earth's atmosphere and they're parachuting down, there's no video of them in Artemis.
This has always been the case. You get that 5 to 8 minute window because of the atmosphere stuff that you lose.
That's what they tell you. Yes, you lose it. So, but you can be on the other side of the moon, you don't lose it. But you can be parachuting up where planes are at, and you lose them.
Well, that's just part of our atmosphere.
There you go. That's just what happens.
Oh, it just happens.
Yes.
So I can call somebody from a plane.
Well, okay. Have you ever tried to go through Beaver Dam with a cell
They've
phone?
already came through the atmosphere.
Have you ever tried to go through Beaver Dam with a cell phone? Osama bin Laden couldn't have gotten up.
Beaver Dam. You're talking about Horse Branch and Fordsville. Parachutes. Listen,
I mean, ISIS themselves couldn't.
Parachutes have already went off, and they're like, you can, like, this is after the plane drops it. You can see. The plane's dropped it, right? We know it's
the plane's not dropped.
The plane's dropped it. It's coming down,
unreal.
and then we still don't have a video of it.
Unreal.
Why?
There is video out there of it coming back in. There's
back in, but you don't have video inside Artemis at all on the reentry at all.
They were probably doing their makeup.
Yeah, they were taking a shower and they were shaving. Yeah. Give me your number 2.
That was my number 2. Remember, let him go to.
You got another one. You get to go to your number 2 reason.
That makes a lot of freaking sense, Bradley.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
Your number 2 reason.
Yeah. So besides the phony reentry and all that crap. Another one, if you watch the flight of it, so here's the thing. I don't think we ever have the capability of breaking Earth's atmosphere.
Okay.
And so they showed all these
flat Earth stuff.
They showed all these pictures up there of the Earth and the moon. And I'm telling you, and there's already been some AI studies on them. Half those pictures look fake as crap.
I know there is one picture I did see out there where they took a picture from supposedly that was from the moon in '69 and the picture from Artemis, and the cloud coverage was exactly the same. Now,
Shocking.
So no, but that's
where's
just
all
one.
the satellites up there?
It's a pretty big spot up there.
Where's all the satellites?
Space is kind of big.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
but
a pretty
we can
good
see
size
comments and
spot.
stuff. Where's all the satellites? I mean, there's so many satellites up there that we're worrying about satellite junk.
Well, we
Where's all
don't
the
worry
satellites?
about running into them because it's a pretty good spot.
So there's so much. So you can't. But you can see stars. You can see the Earth. And you can see Australia up there. But you can't see anything else. It's so fake. And then my last one proves it 100%.
All right, we'll go to year number one. Reason this is 100% true.
Okay. So we talk about, NASA and the one thing that we, and I don't trust our government either, right? Like I don't
You should never trust the
them.
government full
Right.
force.
Never trust them.
I do trust people that want to see this thing fail.
Mm-hmm.
One guy, name it and look it up. I wrote it down here. Scott Tilley.
Scott Tilley. Okay.
Google him.
Okay.
I know
He
who
was
is.
dying for this thing to, and he said it. He said, if it fails, I'll be the first on here to show you everything that causes this to be a fake. But if it succeeds and this is truly true, I'll be the first to admit it. He admitted it. He found radio waves, and I don't know enough to speak on
His
why they're-
expertise.
on it. But all I know is he said this happened.
Yeah, they got to them.
Okay.
Money.
There it is. But I can't.
Money.
Maybe.
Money. So here's the main reason, and there's a lot of doctors and scientists come out and talk
Why don't
about
they
this.
pay me then?
First of all, do you believe Katy Perry and all them went to the moon? They landed around the moon in space. They landed in sand.
Hold on, they didn't go to the moon. They just went up to space, which is
Which they didn't go either.
certain amount of feet.
They didn't go either.
Okay, I'm not saying that,
Well,
but
they
I'm
didn't
saying
go
that's
either.
different than
So-
going to the moon and getting out of
I don't
Earth's lower
I didn't
orbit.
write the numbers down because I'm not going to bore you with Celsius and Fahrenheit and all that crap.
Right.
But for the re-entry to occur and the heat and the level of speed that has occurred, and like I kind of go back to my point before, that the way they looked when they come out, it's not possible for, especially when that thing landed and there's no steam in the ocean. People touched it pretty immediately after it. It was not hot. And then if you look at the NASA stickers and all that, whoever painted the NASA sticker on there, they need to sell that paint everywhere.
Hold on, they have the bottom of it is protective that gets hot. The shield on the bottom.
Yes,
and
also,
then, hold on.
there's
by
flames
the time,
going over top.
Hold on, yeah, but by the time you get out of the atmosphere and into lower Earth, into the regular, then it changes. It cools it back down
that quick.
Yes.
Oh, so like I get that makes total sense.
Well, I mean, do
Vic.
they
so Vic,
come
here's what I
from
want you
that
to do.
spot immediately
Well,
down?
here's what I want you to do.
like 30
Vic.
seconds?
When you cook something in the oven, once you turn the oven off, I want you to stick your arm in there and tell me if that thing's cooled
But
off.
hold on, but the thing is still falling.
Oh, it's falling.
with
It's cooled
air
down.
blowing
And
on
getting
it
air
to cool
blowing
it
on it.
down.
You're right.
Like if I
it's
turn
just
on
closer to the sun and
I-
it's falling. Yeah,
if
you're
I
right.
turn on the microwave,
Yeah.
but then I take like a hair dryer that's very
Yeah.
cool, it has blocks,
Right.
and I blow it in there for 20 minutes, then I can
But
stick
it
my
is-
hand in
yeah,
there.
you're right. So it's cool. We're not talking about heat of a 350 degrees, Vic. We're talking about like
So are you telling me?
heat
Are you?
that's not even known to mankind.
But hold on, are you telling me that when the space shuttle went up, it had the same type of shield on the bottom? A couple times it failed and
I
people
don't
died.
believe the space shuttle.
You don't
went
think the
up.
space shuttle ever went up? You don't think we've
No.
ever been up in the space shuttle?
I think we might be in Earth's lower orbit atmosphere, like higher than planes. But no, I don't. I don't think we can break it. I think it's a total farce.
So you think there's a firmament?
Yes, read your Bible, Saint B.
This guy,
That's why I use the word firmament.
listen, he is. I mean, when I say conspiracy theory,
it's
I
just-
mean he's
People
out
are
there.
so gullible.
He is out there.
Yeah.
People are so gullible.
It worries me a little bit.
How far he's out there, or that people will believe.
And I don't know. I haven't been in the teaching system in so long. Do they drug test you all every 10 years, or is it?
Drug test me right now. I've never done drugs in my entire life. I can firmly say that. But I'm telling you, I just don't understand why we're so gullible and believe all this crap.
I'm not. But there's some things that, like, sound extraordinary, and our minds just can't wrap.
No, it's not possible.
Our heads around
Bradley. That size of that thing was just a little bit bigger than Apollo's capsule. For those 4 people to be in there,
Did you see that picture that they saw on the moon?
Oh yeah, so yeah, get me going on that. It has never been. It stayed the same. The sun, which supposedly reflects off the moon, which causes the light, which I don't necessarily believe in that either. I believe it. The moon is probably like a lighted object as it is.
Like Truman Show.
Possibly.
They just bring it up at night. Somebody
But anyway,
clicks the
no,
button.
I'm not saying that.
For
But anyway,
shit's sakes.
but so God, he did it again. But how is that picture not bleached at all? With the sun, it has no dust on it or anything.
Okay,
but they show that.
Okay,
That's such bull crap.
I got one more question for you.
Dusted it off.
Like if
Dusted
it's
it
all
off.
if it's all been fake
They're over.
all this year, you telling me somebody like Katherine Johnson,
Oh.
who is a
Yeah.
a Black American hero who was a human calculator that helped them figure out, unlike the computers, the trajectory to go to the moon, never got enough credit. Are you telling me that she's a complete farce and made up character?
I'm not throwing names into this. Vic,
Okay.
What's a woman?
because, well,
Go
there
ahead.
you go. But here's like, and it took us so long to go there again. And
We figured it out.
We lost all the information.
That's-
Yep. Now
So
that,
if you-
that
my
no,
God.
I don't believe it. I don't believe in the first moon.
like we believe COVID came
Oh,
from
no.
Like don't get me
not
started. So,
starting that.
no. I am starting there because you know what? The whole COVID thing,
oh boy,
the whole
Oh,
COVID
boy.
thing,
guys, it's been nice.
all the stuff that we heard from COVID, was it accurate?
no.
no, it
The
wasn't.
stuff the government was feeding to us, was it accurate?
No.
No.
And a lot of people were paid. A lot of people
Rest
made
my
billions.
case.
Yes.
But you know all those leaks. Why didn't it leak out? Why didn't it leak out?
well, it was. It was.
Oh,
just,
it was.
It
This
was.
is leaked out too.
We just some people truly dug in and believed it, and some people
What do you think
choose
10
to.
scientists are missing?
Did you kill him?
No,
Okay.
it's over alien stuff.
That could be. But just so for everybody out there, he has no suicidal tendencies.
Zero.
He's very happy with himself.
I love
If he
women.
turns up missing,
I love love.
if he
I love
ends
love.
up missing, it's either the government, his wife, or his sister-in-law. Let's just be honest.
Absolutely.
That's
I
who
want to
it is.
believe. Listen, you should understand. I want to believe in Artemis.
you don't.
Yes, I do. I think it'd be freaking awesome to go around the moon.
No.
I think it's great.
Here's
but
what we
it's
need to
never
happen.
happened.
Here's what we need to happen. They did Katy Perry and then they took them.
Oh God!
I am
that's-
volunteering Matt Briggins to go on the next
Would you
one.
go?
Would you go?
If they gave it to you for free,
If you got to go to prove that it was true, would you take the trip?
No, because it'd kill me.
they get you up there and be like, "We had a malfunction."
What movie star is going up there? What actress or singer is going up there with me?
It'd just be you and Stephen A.
Oh,
Stephen A.
Turner. You know,
Yeah,
yeah.
guy you want his job so bad.
I
You
don't
talk
want
about
his
off air.
job. He wants your. He wants.
Wow, you're giving
I
Steve
don't-
A anxiety,
Stephen A. I don't say any of
anxiety,
that.
man.
Bradley wants your
That
job.
guy doesn't have
How
anxiety.
about
I watch
you?
where he's
We'll-
been all week.
We'll put you and Sophie Cunningham on the thing and let you go.
Kinda getting on
Hey,
my-
stop.
She's kind of getting on my nerves. A little
I'll
bit.
go.
There you go. We got to
Are
take
they
a
gonna
break.
Nope. There'll be a breakdown in that film, boy. 2-minute breakdown.
47
Oh
seconds.
my gosh, it's off the rails.
We'll be right back with more Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. It's Beyond the Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union. Vic Evans with the 2 stars of the show, Brad Payne, Matt Briggins.
Chewy.
I tell you, that was a great Canty Dairy Queen list. We're going to get more of those conspiracy theories.
Anybody has any blood pressure medication, bring it down.
Well, I would like to really deep dive into it. That was just like I didn't get to spend a whole lot of time on it, and I didn't have any notes and stuff because I've watched so much stuff. Like I've written some stuff down. Okay. Like there's some facts out there. Well, Bradley, you kind of agreed with me off air, but you don't want to admit it.
No, there's a certain few things that. Like I said this before, I don't believe in the first moon landing.
Even though there's a truck, they left the truck there and man-made objects on the moon. You don't think those really exist?
No.
Okay. All right. Hey, don't forget Thursday, right here, 102.7 The Game, 7 o'clock. We'll have the NFL Draft Show. We'll have the entire first round on 102.7 The Game. It will also be live streamed thanks to more and more Browns Valley Truck Equipment. Always one of my favorite shows.
Thursday, huh?
Thursday, 7 o'clock, 7 till whenever the first round's over.
Bengals with a big trade.
How about that trade? You're a Bengals guy, aren't you?
No.
Or are you a Titans guy?
I'm a Lamar. I like Lamar.
I
really
knew you
don't like
Lamar.
anybody. Really.
Puts the Giants, 5th and 10th now?
5th and 10th. Yeah. I think it changes the way that I think this may make that Cardell Tate could go to the Giants. I didn't think they would take him first, but you're still in there in the 10th if you wanted to go defense or you wanted to go offensive lineman. There'll be a good one there.
Going to take Love in your fantasy if he's available. I think he's going to be, if he goes to Tennessee like everybody thinks he's going to.
Will he be one of your top running backs in fantasy football?
He's going to get a lot of touches next year.
He is, but how's that line going?
I don't know.
That's the question. I think he's the best. By far the best player in the.
Yeah, I do. I think there's a big gap
without a doubt.
Yeah.
I think him and Caleb Downs are the 2 best players. It's not remotely close. Yeah. They just play 2 positions.
Yeah.
That you don't pay a lot of money for or go highly in the draft.
Yeah.
Do you see a lot of trades? There's been rumors that coming out that teams will be hesitant because they don't want to give up 2027 draft capital.
That's the one.
Because a lot of people think that draft is going to be so much deeper and better than this year's draft.
When your quarterbacks also. Everybody's so worried. This is one of the worst quarterback drafts that we've had in years.
Yes.
But next year's will be one of the better ones we've had in years. People are projecting or saying the potential of that.
Not just quarterbacks, overall star players. I think is a lot deeper next year than this year.
It will be, but the thing that will headline all of next year, will be the quarterbacks.
100%.
Artemis 3. That'd be the next headline.
What is it?
Artemis 3.
It's going to be. I'm going to make sure Briggins gets on Artemis 3. We need to make that happen. Mr. Trump, I know you watch Beyond the Bench.
Vaccine me up and put me on Artemis 3.
We got to get Matt Briggins on Artemis 3. Yep. Come on, President Trump, make it happen. Elon, I know you watch too.
Jab.
Let's make this happen too. I'm up there.
Jab and go. Jab and go, buddy.
Yeah. You guys watching the NBA playoffs?
I did. Watched Lakers last night. I am now a Lakers fan by default because of all the LeBron haters. Mm-hmm. So it was fun to watch him dominate the game. He did whatever he wanted to last night. I know KD wasn't there, so it changes things for the Rockets. But Lakers doesn't. They've got a bunch of role players out there with him.
I was on a podcast last night, and they were talking about Mount Rushmore of NBA players, and they kept trying to put Stephon Curry on the Mount Rushmore of NBA. Is there any way he's on the Mount Rushmore of the NBA?
So that's 4, right? Mm-hmm. You're saying it's got to be the 4. Yeah.
So who's your top 4?
That would be very difficult, but man, he not only changed the landscape of how you guard like Golden State and him, he changed basketball.
So who's your 4?
Mine would be my 4 would be Michael, MJ, Wilt, and then either LeBron or I'm not a LeBron guy.
You said Michael and MJ.
Michael, Magic.
Yeah.
MJ, Magic, Wilt.
Magic's not.
Hold on. Talk about guys. There is not an NBA as we know it without Magic and Bird. Talking about changing the game.
You wonder why Smith Hart got Coach of the Year.
Hold on.
Golly, with comments like that.
But
That explains
listen,
everything.
Hold on. The NBA Finals was on tape delay before Magic and Bird got to the
Oh, my
NBA.
God.
Yeah, that doesn't mean that he's
Yeah.
any good.
You put them two on
No.
the Mount Rushmore together. They're one person,
Explains
Magic
everything.
and Bird.
No, you're wrong on that one, Vic. Magic's not even. He's not even an honorable mention.
He's not top 10.
No.
You have MJ, you have Magic, Bird, Wilt Chamberlain,
Jabbar's better than Chamberlain.
and then maybe Kobe.
No, I ain't Magic.
Jordan and LeBron, Kareem.
Jabbar's
put
better
Wilt.
than Chamberlain. He's better than Chamberlain.
Oh, yeah.
Jabbar's better than Chamberlain.
Yeah. And I don't know. I'm going to say Tim Duncan. I don't know.
Hey, these guys will see you next week unless we get fired because of their unless one of them disappears.
I hope it's Matt.
It's
got
been
a safe
Beyond the
house.
Bench, brought to you by the Green River Area Federal Credit Union.
Join us next Monday, 6 p.m. for more Beyond the Bench. Your home for Third Region Sports is 102.7 The Game.
Barbecue sauce.